it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Point Campus. I hope you're having a good one because I am excited to be back. I might sound a little bit, I don't know if quieter is the word I'm going to use. I don't know if quieter is the word that makes sense, but I am feeling a little bit under the weather. I've got kind of a sore throat coming on. I don't know if it's a cold or if it's something else. You know, the other thing that's been going around the last couple of years, I suspect it might be that. I've had it before, and I've probably got it again. There's a chance. I'm feeling like how I did when I first had it, but the show must go on, and we are very close to getting Breaking Point here up to a 1-star campus, which I'm so excited to do. We just need to get the grades a little bit higher, and I'm pretty sure we can do that. So let's go ahead and just start throwing some more stuff into all the different rooms that we have. They want an analog monitor. That's going to help with assignments, and we have $221,000, so if we really wanted to, we could probably go ahead and get ourselves another chunk of land. Maybe this one right here. We could put more dormitories over there, and if we really wanted to, and we kind of do really want to, we could do some staff training over there. So I think maybe we grab that chunk of land. Maybe we grab this one, $65,000, or this one for 60. I kind of like this one. I'm going to be honest. I think this one might be a little bit better. So let's buy it with the buildings. We'll take the entire chunk of land. We can, of course, rebuild it at some point. We can, or redevelop it is the word I'm looking for. We could put some buildings down here, but I think for now, that'll be pretty good. And actually, looking at this, it looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and do a couple of little things here. I keep seeing this room being at capacity. So let's get another student lounge, and we'll go ahead and put it, I don't really know where, to be quite honest. I was hoping to put it somewhere that would make sense. Maybe right about here for a student lounge, and we'll just paste it in there. They are right next to each other, but honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. And then what I'm going to do is grab another bathroom, and we'll just go ahead and drop it right about here. And we can move that door so it's here, and we now have another bathroom, which I think is going to be pretty good for us. Now, what we do need to do, like I mentioned, is get our grades up. So let's focus on getting ourselves a training room, and they need to be 4x4. So what size is this space here? Okay, it's 10. So I could do 4x4 right about there, and we'll go ahead and do the door like so, with the training thing right in that corner, and we can do maybe a couple of monitors, a little something like this, just to kind of boost the efficiency of the room a little bit, and I think that looks okay. So that's fine for training. We'll go ahead and get some air conditioning in here because of course we are going to need it. $42,000 is no problem, and I'm going to copy this guy. I'm going to put it right there, and I'm also going to go and copy this staff room, because I can put it right between them, and honestly, I kind of like that. I don't like the little bit sticking out here, but I do kind of like this. So let's just get rid of you, and let's get rid of this front section and put a door right about there, and that can be a lovely little staff room for everyone that's going through training. And then all I need to do is go down the list here and get all of my teachers some training, which I've now done. We could probably do the same with the janitors as well. Although I think what we'll do here is actually we will upgrade their mechanics abilities, since that's going to directly affect their ability to upgrade things. This guy, I'm just going to make him a bit faster. And I think for you, we're going to go for aerodynamics as well. So all of my janitors have some training scheduled. All of my teachers have some training scheduled. So we'll let them sort of do their thing. And the rest of this space, honestly, I get the feeling might be needed next year. Am I going to be right? Yeah. We're going to need one more lecture theater, which, honestly, I think I'm just going to get it now because it's easier that way. So if I just copy this lecture theater, we can go ahead and just put it like here. And honestly, I don't mind that. I've got to be honest. I don't mind the idea of a lecture theater being over by the training rooms. I'm kind of okay with that. We could put it right in the middle here as well. We could do something like this if we wanted, which might not be a bad idea, actually. That would give us room for a little food court there. So let's do lecture theater. We can do some vending machines up here. We can get some air conditioning, but most importantly, I can go and get a little, ramen kiosk, for example. So we'll go ahead and put it, say, here. I think we have the vegetable one already. So we'll do, what one do we have actually? Is it vegetables and coffee? Okay. So we're going to want smoothies and we're going to want hot dogs. And there we go. We have ourselves a little food court, which I think looks pretty great. So let's just grab a couple of assistants that can work here. We'll go for grain avocado. So we'll drop you right about there. We'll go and get William Sweat, and we'll go and get ourselves, let's see, Clarabelle Goody. So you three can work in those kiosks, and that should mean that we no longer have any students that happen to want one type of kiosk or another, which is going to be for the best. So those three can go and do that. And we still have some things that they want. They want a harp. Okay. I mean, I can give them a nice decorative harp in this corner. That seems like an idea. Now, how do we do for the awards this time around? We had 100% pass rate. That's actually not too bad. I feel like it's been a while since we've had 100% pass rate. So that's a new one. I'm actually kind of okay with that. We unlocked a beach bowl, which is pretty cool. And we got $88,000. So we need 2 more countercultural studies teachers. Let's go ahead and see. We'll go for Victoria Pond. And we'll go for Leo Vinegar. And you can go right there. So that should give us everyone we need. We do have some points to put into musicality. So that means we are now good to start the academic year. And I'm thinking we might be very, very close to getting these B+ grades, which would be kind of exciting because I really want that 1 star. I'm not going to lie. I want that 1-star campus. So let's go ahead. Let's just start the next academic year. I swear I can speak, and bring everybody in. And like I said, we have some teachers that should now be getting some education over here. We have these machines which are going to be getting upgraded as well. So all in all, we should end up in a pretty good space with some pretty good students. And also 70% happiness is $130,000. Don't mind if I do. Oh, and apparently we've done it. We are now a 1-star campus. We have unlocked 2 Point University, which is fantastic news. I say this with teeth gritted and fingers crossed, but congratulations. You did it. Of course you did. I don't get anything I want. I weep for me, the education minister, in the age of the first-rate campus. Good gracious. Gosh, darn it. Gesundheit. Interesting. So we got Bunting, we got 2 Point University, we got $10,000, 100 kudosh, and now we need some level 5 clubs and some level 14 students, and a level 8 beach. Interesting. Okay. So level 5 clubs, we need 4 of them. So we just need clubs in general, right? I guess that's a thing we could do with some of this space. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 different clubs that we have the choice of going with. So let's go with, that's going to reduce happiness. That seems like a really bad idea. Let's, I guess, go for the nature club stand. And I guess we're going to do a bunch of club stands. Well, I don't really know where I'm going to do these. Maybe we do them over here. Nature club stand, for example, could go right there. Might be kind of a cool spot for it. The power nap club could potentially go, no, I don't know. Maybe right here, for example, would be a spot for the power nap club. We have the book club, which honestly probably should go by the library, but it's going to take up a lot of space if I put it there. So we'll put it here instead, which is, that's fine. I'm honestly not too worried about that. And the speed walking club, I guess, could go somewhere in here, perhaps. Maybe. Oh, right about here, possibly. That is going to make that corridor a little bit more narrow, but honestly, I'm kind of here for it. So let's go ahead and get some assistants because we're going to need, well, we're going to need 4 of them. So you can work there for now. We'll go and get you as well. We will go and grab you as well, and we'll get 1 more. We're going to go for you. And then all 4 of you are going to be set to only handle club recruitment. So all of the tasks that you can do are being switched off, and now you do club recruitment. And you know what? Let's also change some outfits here. The yellow vest, the red stripy one. I think the yellow one might be a good shout for the beach here. I think that's pretty cool. So that'll do. That's the clubs now ready to go. That'll hopefully keep the students relatively happy. It should make them better as well. And I suppose what we're also going to need to do is look at, do I have an option to sort by clubs here? I do. Basically, we're going to want stuff like this, which is for, you know, higher level bookworms. So I don't really know where we would put it, but I guess it doesn't really matter. We could sort of just put it like here and have it be like a statue in this area. So let's actually just do that. Let's put a bookworm statue right there. And then we have the giant big book thing. And then this thing, these are kind of expensive, but I only need up to this one, up to level 6. So we'll do the big book, and we'll do the big book right here. So we have the bookworm things. That's pretty great. That's the orb thing. That's the sheep thing. And I guess what we'll do with the sheep thing is, can I squeeze it in here? I totally can. That's absolutely perfect. So the sheep thing can go here. And then this is counting sheep, level 7 to 10. Wow. Oh, this is what we're looking for. The moon, level 4 to 6. Okay, we can deal with this. And so just like that, we have everything we need for the clubs. We have this wheel that they can run on, which I imagine will make them incredibly happy at some point, I'm sure. It's a bit weird, but yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. They want a topiary. Oh, I forgot that these guys were going to want like plants and stuff like that. Okay. I guess we can do that. We'll go ahead and do a nice plant right here, and we'll do a nice plant right here, and that should cheer them up a little bit. We've got a statement. They want a clown dresser. No. They want prestige level 7 in the lounge. No. Gym level 7. No. And a dance floor. No, not happening. But that's fine. We should eventually end up with a bunch of level 5 clubs, which will be lovely. But in the meantime, let's try and get this beach to level up a little bit, because it's certainly going to need it. Give me this tree, give me that tree, and give me that tree. I want to see how much the trees actually impact the level of the place. Not much at all. Okay. We do have a beach dance floor, though, which I'm kind of here for. I'm not going to lie. I think a beach dance floor sounds like a great idea. So let me go ahead and let's redesign this little area right here. We'll go ahead and sell all of these little decorations down here. We'll go in, grab furniture, beach dance floor, and I'm going to put the beach dance floor here, which apparently, oh, there we go. Now it's been placed. Can I put them right next to each other or sort of dotted around a little bit? I think that'd be kind of a cool idea. We'll do like 4 of them. So you've got 4 separate sort of dance floor things going on. And they're going to be here. And then I guess let's just rotate you this way, something like that. So that's 4 separate dance floors. It does look a bit weird, I'm going to be honest, but I think what we can do with it is maybe put another one of these guys, say, I don't know, like there for the music. It does look kind of weird. It really does. How am I going to get this to level 8? That seems excessive. I'm going to be honest. It seems a little bit excessive. Like, these don't really give that many perks to the place, so it is a little bit odd. Actually, to be honest, this little corner down here, now that I've got a bunch of trees around it, kind of looks neat. So I guess I'm going to sort of do that again, just over this way. So we'll sell that tree. We'll go in and get the furniture. We'll grab another dance floor, and it can live right in the corner. And all I need to do around it is chairs and palm trees and decorations and all that stuff. So we'll do a nice chair here. We'll do sort of another chair here. We'll do another one this time around, sort of facing this way though. So it's, you know, a bit more room for people to sit and chill. We'll do the torch between them and beside them. And I guess we could do a nice sort of tree just hanging over there. We'll do a tree sort of leaning away from everything right there. with maybe another one sort of leaning that way. These trees are given really, really minimal amounts of room attractiveness or prestige, or whatever you want to call it. But I guess that's okay. We'll do just a little something something to make the area look kind of nice. We're almost level 6, which is better than we had. And I suppose we can just throw another one of these things in here. Something like that gets us to level 6. Maybe another one of these torches as well. And that also kind of helps. And that looks all right. A couple of little dance floors in the corners. Nothing too crazy. We have one up here. Maybe another beach bowl can go like back there. Gives us a bit more prestige. And maybe another one of these sort of banner things can go in here. One right there. And maybe one down here if I can get it. Which I think I can. Looks like there's sort of the room. Doesn't look like there is. Oh, wait, no, hold on. There is kind of the room. What about up here? We'll go for there. That seems fine. So yeah, we're at like 6 1/3, which works for me. We'll come back and decorate this a little bit more shortly. Now, this is interesting. It turns out they want a pull-up bar and a vaulting course at the gym. We might just want a better gym because we really don't have the space for a vaulting course. So what if we were to go in and, well, actually, let's look at next year. Next year, we are going to need another gym, so let's actually get out ahead of that and just get ourselves another gym ASAP. And by that, I mean right now. Now, this has to be 4x3. So what I'm going to do is something like this. And I think that's kind of fine. I think that's okay. I do sort of like the idea of it being a little bit asymmetrical. I think that's kind of cool. And then we can do the vaulting course. We can put it right about there. We can do the pull-up bars as well and go for, you know, 1, say 2, and maybe 3 of those, I guess. I don't know that we need 3 of them, but we'll go for 3 of them. We also happen to need the basketball hoop, which is annoying because I really don't want a basketball hoop in here, but we'll get one. We'll put it there for a second. And I guess I'll move the vaulting course right to about here with the basketball hoop right at the end of it. So someone could, you know, vault over everything and then dunk, which is everyone's dream, really. If you've ever played basketball, which, believe it or not, I have briefly. Now, admittedly, this would have been a long time ago in high school. So we're going back a little bit now. Oh, making myself sound really old. We are going back a little bit for that one, but that was the dream. I was never tall enough, nor athletic enough, nor talented enough to ever do anything good with basketball, but it actually was one of my favorite sports to play because it was relatively contactless. And by that I meant there were a lot of people in my class that were like really, like they were into sports. They were really big on sports, and they were pretty athletic and quite just big. So, you know, I wasn't. I was into video games, and so I wasn't really a big fan of getting absolutely wrecked in any kind of sport, really. So that was high school for me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get ourselves a lecture theater right here. We can move the door to this spot, which means I don't want to cancel the room. I just want to see my overview. 97%, that'll do. Give me a bin right in this corner and go ahead and do that. So we have a lecture theater. We need 1 more recording studio and we need 2 more musicality teachers. We can get a recording studio over here. As for this space, honestly, I'm kind of okay with this space just being this. Doesn't really bother me too much. We can throw maybe a couple of vending machines in here. And by a couple, I mean all of them right in here. As well as some air conditioning units. So we'll get some AC right here. We'll get some AC right here. And that seems fine. That seems like everything we'll need for this space. We can decorate it a little bit more later on. But right now, that's fine. As for recording studios, let's just grab this one. Let's copy it. And I'm wondering, can I get away with putting it up here? It actually looks like I totally can. And I want to expand the room a little bit because I'd like to put more stuff in it. That's kind of where I'm at. I would like to put more stuff in it. I'd also like to get rid of that window. So we'll get you since it's essential. And we'll put this thing right in the corner. We can put the vocal booth sort of over here as well. We'll put this thing right up next to it so it looks like sort of a single unit. And then what have we got? Do we have anything else I could put in here? Any other instruments? Doesn't look like it. That's fine. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and put this in here as well. And I think that is now every... Oh, no, we don't have this one either. So that's every instrument. I guess what we'll do is we'll put the string section thing here for a second. Put you there. And can I just put this in the corner? Would that look kind of cool being in the corner like that? It sort of does. And then this guy can be, well, deleted for a second and then pushed into the corner as well. And there we go. We have a new recording space, which I kind of think looks pretty good. I am curious to see if we can maybe make it sort of match a little more. I think the red on the walls looks kind of cool. I do like the wood though. The wood paneling's pretty nice. Ooh, I like that as well. Ooh, now hold on a minute. Give me the Feelin' Blues one. I think that looks great. And then if I was to pair that with, ooh. Okay, definitely soundproven. That's what we're going for. Apply it to all rooms. I think that looks really cool now. It's a really cool looking recording studio. So let's get ourselves another musicality teacher. We have Spike Bobble, who is pretty great. And we can go for, I guess we'll go for Raphael Fox. And that'll do pretty well for us as well. So that should put us in a good spot. We can, of course, go and level up Countercultural Studies, which is going to give us a few more students. And now we just need to start the next year and get these clubs leveled up a little bit. Oh, now this is interesting. Accommodation rating has dropped down to 34%. My students are not actually all that happy right now. We are still making pretty decent money, but students ain't too happy about it. So I guess what we might want to do is get ourselves another building to do something about that. Unless we were to go in here perhaps and do a couple of dormitories there, which is an option. We could go and grab this guy, for example, and put a dormitory here. We could grab this dormitory and put another one here, for example, selling the invalid items. And if I really wanted to, I could get more dormitories in here, but I think for now we'll just sort of do this. Accommodation rating 41%. That's helped us a little bit. Could definitely be better, but a little bit is good enough for now. We will, however, also throw in a bookworm just over here because I do want to make sure that all of my students can get to their various clubs and level up and all that good stuff, but that's kind of important right now. Let's just move this along a little bit further and then grab that bookworm thing, which can go right about there and should be pretty great for them. We'll also give them a speed walking sign right about there so all of them can level up. We actually have one there already, but that's fine. That works for me. Now, it turns out one of them wants a supercomputer, which is $50,000, but it does have the face of a cat and the tail of a cat as well. So we will go ahead and put a supercomputer right about there, and that should keep them nice and happy. Hopefully, you know, doesn't get sentient and take over the university, but at the same time, the university would then be the cat's problem and not mine. So works for me. Now let's see. They want an allotment. Where this thing is huge. What? This thing is actually huge. I guess we'll put it there. That's, well, I could have put it there as well now that I think about it, but we'll put the allotment right there for now, and that'll, wait a minute. I wonder if I sold you, could I move this to that spot? Oh, I absolutely can. And that actually looks really good right there. Okay. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you naked? Why do they get, oh, I just realized that statue has, okay. All right. I mean, I'm not judging. It's, if, you know, they're into whatever they're into. If that's how they want to do their gardening, then so be it. That's fine. It's just, I wasn't expecting that to be the wasn't really expecting that. That sort of came out of nowhere there for a second. But all right, we'll leave them to it. Again, that's how they want to do their gardening. It's fine. There's certain things you can do naked. That's no problem. Gardening is one of them. One thing, for example, you might not want to do naked is frying some bacon, or frying anything really, unless you're using an air fryer, in which case go ahead. But typically frying bacon in like a pan naked is not a good idea. So it turns out all it took to get this beach up to level 8 was a few lights, a couple more benches, some parasols, and a couple more flags and bins. So that's done, which is great. We have 3 out of 4 level 5 clubs, which is also great. We have 15 of 50 level 14 students, which is not quite as great. It's going to take a little while, I think, to get up to 50 level 14 students, but I'm sure we'll manage. And I am kind of wondering now, which club is it that doesn't have... Oh, never mind. There we go. So all clubs are now level 5. We're just now waiting on level 14 students, which I imagine is just going to be a case of, continuing to level up my staff, right? So if I go to training and I look at my teachers, there's quite a few that could do with a bit more training. So we'll go ahead and throw them all back into training and get them to a good place. So just reading about this, students will improve their academic level by participating in classes, check, completing assignments, check, and attending private tuition sessions. Now, what that says to me is that we should 100% get our hands on some private tuition in here. So what I'm going to do is have a quick look at private tuition, which has to be what size of room? It is 3 by 2. So let's do a little building down here that's going to be 5 by whatever, really. So I kind of want to go something like this. So that could be a room, right? So essentially that's 1 private tuition. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Is that? I don't know if that's even or not, but it might have to be. Yeah, I think that is going to have to be even there. So I don't want to cancel the room. I don't care about this. 99% pass rate is fine. Give me a small door here and a small door here. And we're going to do a bunch of windows. So one, not that one. Let's just move you back. So we'll do 4 right there, but then we'll do 3 right here and 3 right here. And then what we can do is a window for every private tuition room. So essentially every window should represent a room, which is fine by me. So that works out. We'll go ahead and approve that building. And then all I need to do is go to private tuition room and essentially go and do this. And I'm going to try my best to make this a really decent room. So it is going to need this chalkboard, which actually, what if we were to change this layout a little bit? Get rid of you, bring you sort of more central, put the chalkboard just back there. That kind of works out. We can do the wall-mounted chalkboard as well, sort of back here. It'd be nice if I could get this bookcase in here. Oh, I had my doubts, but I think I can actually possibly do it, which is really cool, actually. Yeah, that's kind of great. And we have this one as well, which can hopefully slot in somewhere like that. That seems pretty good for private tuition. I've got to be honest. That seems like a pretty great room. Got a nice painting on the wall. Get some air conditioning somewhere. Maybe it's gonna have to go in the ground. I'm not too sure. Maybe move you back a little bit, and then air conditioning can go right about there. That's not bad. I hope that my teachers can navigate the room, but that's not bad. And what we can do is just get a whole bunch of them across here, and this will hopefully give us a bunch of decently leveled students. And so there we go. We now have this space looking pretty good. We can go and upgrade countercultural studies just a little bit. And I'm gonna need some teachers that can work in private tuition. I don't know if they need to be trained to work in private tuition, but I would assume so. So we're gonna grab you, and immediately I wanna send you for private tuition. Now, does that mean you can do it? I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Or at least it'll boost your teaching skill in private tuition, which is fair enough. I guess we can just go and grab a bunch of teachers, right? So just get you, for example, and we'll go and grab you as well. And that should just give us enough teachers that there's always sort of room for some private tuition to go on. So that'll be fine. That should be enough teachers for now. Before we start the academic year though, I want to go ahead and I want to get myself another building here because I want to see if I can get away with a few more dormitories. So 11 across is actually not good. 12, on the other hand, kind of is. So that works out. We'll go for the small door right here. And I'm not going to bother with one on that side, actually. And now that I think about it, this could be smaller, but I think we'll stick with this size. And we'll just go ahead and, I suppose, get a bunch of windows on here. And this right here is why I wanted another building. We can get another 6 dormitories in there, which looks pretty great. We can go ahead and get ourselves some air conditioning to make sure the place isn't too warm for everybody. And it now isn't. And we can get some bins, get some vending machines, and generally keep everyone relatively happy with this. So a bunch of bins like so. We'll go and get this vending machine right here. We'll get this vending machine right here. And I suppose we could maybe do some benches just in the middle like so. And let's go for here and here as well. That seems fine. That seems like a nice little area. So let's start the academic year and see what happens. We immediately have 5, all students. We have all private tuition rooms are occupied by students who are on their way there. So we should hopefully start to see, or rather all of the rooms are occupied by teachers. We should start to see students heading there and hopefully leveling up. And so as we approach the end of year 6, it really is just a matter of time until we have 50 level 14 students. It turns out the private tuition is doing wonders to level the students up. They are, getting smarter, faster than they ever have before. And now that I think about it, I'm curious to see what we're going to need next year. Nothing. We need nothing new next year. Although we probably do want to make the students happier because their accommodation right now, the accommodation rating is kind of terrible. To be honest, it definitely could be a bit better. And to be honest, there's a few things we could do about that. We could grab some of these plots across the street, maybe do something with that. We could grab this one here and just turn it into a large, I guess some kind of large dormitory space, which would certainly keep the students happy as well. In terms of awards, 99% pass rate, 1 dropout is fine by me. Let's go and buy this chunk of land, and honestly, we'll put some kind of big dormitory thing on there. I think we'll do another mega dormitory, and I guess to do that, we're going to do something that is 6 tiles across at the bottom and some kind of even number going from top to bottom. So right about here, we want to go... Actually, do we want to go 6? I suppose that's the question. It doesn't have to be an even number either now that I think about it. So that's 6 by... I don't actually know what that's 6 by right now. That is 6 by 22. Okay, 6 by 22 works for me. Let me... Actually, you know what? We'll go for something a little bit... Yeah, we'll go for some... Well, No, 6 by 22 isn't gonna work. Unless I just do a bunch of individual dormitories again, which is an option. I think let's go 8 by 22. Maybe even in a little bit, so 8 by 20, so we have a bit more room at the bottom and a little bit more room at the top as well. We'll do nice sort of big chunky doors there and there. And for windows, honestly, not too worried about those. We'll get the windows when we do the dormitories themselves. So that is fine right there. I think what we will do with this space is maybe go and do a little bit of paving just to even things out. So we'll do something a bit like this for one, so it's all paved underneath nice and evenly. And then for the rest of it, honestly, I want to do this. And I'd like to perhaps sort of do the same thing here as well. So we'll cut straight across. We'll do this. And we'll sort of do, let's see, this as well. Just to make it look, I don't know, interesting, I guess. Something like that. Nice open kind of plaza here. We can maybe do some kind of path that goes from one side to the other. Maybe, it doesn't really matter where the path is. We don't really need it right now. But regardless, we have a nice open plaza. We have a nice even path. I think it looks kind of cool. But what's important about this, actually what's important about this is maybe just expanding that footprint there. Yeah, I like that. So what's going to be important about this is getting some dormitories. So doing this, essentially. And what we can do is a door here and a door, I guess, here. We'll design one giant dormitory and then just essentially copy and paste it to the other side of the place. So let's get all the beds in here for one. And then the walls, the cabinets, and make this place as good as it can possibly be. And just like that, we now have a massive dormitory space, which should keep everyone nice and happy. Now, of course, we need to get more air conditioning. So we'll do this. We'll do this. We can do, I suppose, let's see, this right here. And I guess we'll sort of do the same thing in this hallway that we've done in the dormitories themselves. And then what I'd like to do is I would like to get some vending machines in here. So let's go for here, and of course here, and here. Now this is going to be a bit of an issue. There are no bathrooms in this space, but that's kind of okay. Not super stressed about it. Let's just start the academic year, and hopefully my students will be considerably happier, which should then translate to them leveling up. That's the goal anyway. In terms of the general happiness here, accommodation rating is 100%. Over here it is 63, which is okay. Could be better. Could definitely be better, but I'm not super worried about it. This is fine for now. And this does give me more space for, you know, if I wanted to copy this building, for example, and do more dormitories, I absolutely could. And I might. I'm just not going to right now. Actually, I've decided that I am, in fact, going to copy this building and do another dormitory, because I can. So we'll go ahead and just drop this thing, I guess, right there. Can I copy? It'd be cool if I could copy the rooms at the same time, but I can't. So let's just do this. We'll sell the invalid items, and then all I need to do is copy you to this spot once the building is done. So let's get it approved. And then we'll go and copy you over to this spot. And you know, I totally forgot about the windows. Totally forgot to do windows, which is a little frustrating, but not the end of the world, so we'll not stress too much about it. Let's just get some air conditioning into all of this space like so. And there is no way that my accommodation rating is anything less than stellar. 83%. Could be worse. It could definitely be worse. And so, just like that, halfway through year 7 or 8, we get to 2 stars on breaking point. I went to the beach once, and I'm still finding sand in my Foxfords. That's what I call my custom-made dress shoes. So, you've got that to look forward to when you put your shoes back on and act like a real person. Alright, I see how it is. What do we need to do to level this place up to 3 stars? 500 students going to Beachapalooza? Easy. 100 A-grade students graduating? And earning $3 million? We're currently sitting on $3.6 million. Getting this all done? Actually, probably quite easy. Just extremely time-consuming. And so that means that all we have left is this 2 Point University itself. It is the last campus that we have to play. We start with $150,000. It is the county's namesake university. It was bought and shut down by Jumbo Megacorp, and now it could be reopened by me.